Morning. Yeah, I got no text message saying plans to change going hot top, so I assume I'm going back up to the dealership. But start my day off, haul a load of hot top sand down. All right, I get in the truck here and we get going. Well, so far it's been pretty uneventful. I say that, but we also put last load I headed out to the dealership with this 1.5-inch gravel. D.O.T was sitting on top of a old rest area, converted into a way station called Witch Spring Hill in Bath, or West Bath. So we're gonna head back by, see if they're sitting there. If he is, I get pulled in. You'll see it happen in the next clip. As I said, I don't hide nothing. Now, he might get me on the tires on the pusher, because as I said, these ones are the ones that were originally on the truck. But I'm trying to get new tires on the other rims right now as we speak. Maybe the exhaust, I don't know. I know I'm working on the exhaust. I'm trying to get that resonator under. I'll try to get that this weekend. All right, shut this off so it's a little quieter for now. Not really all that quiet. Pressure right there. But yeah, it's 11:45 right now. You see behind me here, I believe that's the 1.5-inch they said we could grab out of the plant. So if this is it, I'm gonna grab it and head back up to Wisconsin. That way I don't have to sit at the quarry for what, 45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes. I can keep just turning and burning. That's all I can do for now. I think today's video is probably gonna be short, if I post this at all. Well, I might include it on another video. Yeah, you gotta throw a load of that gravel. I mean, we're gonna continue on our way up to Wisconsin. I'm gonna put that on my paperwork. I took one out of here instead of the quarry. You see, they shut the crusher down for lunch. There's another coming off that conveyor belt over there. I guess I'm gonna do my good deed for the day. I just found this in the middle of the yard. It's gonna belong to one of the mechanics. I decided to swing down the shop here. I'm going to check, see if there is an active ABS code on this truck. Because what I'm going to do is I'm pulling the dash out. I'm going to pull that electrical tape off of the cluster. Enter. Let's see if it shows an active ABS. I got one code right there. What is that code? ABS, active, right, erratic, intermittent, or incorrect. Axle 2, right. So that would be a rear axle. Axle 2, because there is no ABS on either one of those. There is ABS right here. So it says axle 2 right. So it's going to be on the passenger side. I don't know. Looks all right. Plenty of pad. It could be nothing more than that sensor's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. It might be something I have to do on Sunday. It's not tomorrow because I've got a birthday party to go to. And let's see, what does it say for lamp status? It says lamp status is unavailable. Okay. Erase. Enter. Turn key on with engine off. Enter. Wait a minute here. Go back. No, I don't want to go back to the menu. Give me a second. Said there said 4 codes, but I only saw 1. Well, this is that 1 code 4 times. That's what it possibly could be. See right there. 1 code. Enter. Enter. Brakes, power unit. Okay. Erase. Yes. Erase. Okay, it says codes were erased. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try it again. We're going to turn the key on here in a minute. I go back. Okay, there we go. Turn the key on. Read codes. All listed modules. One of 2 things. Either this is an active code, or this will not erase codes out of the ABS. But we're going to find out. I'll pull that panel out. I'm going to pull that panel out and pull that electrical tape off where the ABS light's at. Now where somebody else has been in this, I've got 3 Phillips head. There's supposed to be 2 more up here. They're not there. And that doesn't look like a Phillips head. It looks more like a Torx. All right, I'm gonna get this all off and we'll go from there. Ever wonder what it looks like inside these things? You're about to find out. Oh, wait a minute. Pull this up. Oh, I can pull this right off. Ah. I will set this to the side of that. Now pop that, ouch, pop that, pop that, pop that. Oh. Here we go. That's pretty dirty. Okay. Pull this up carefully, nothing on that. Right there. There's electrical tape. That's exactly what they did. Yep, it's right there. Right there's the electrical tape. There's the ABS light for the truck. Okay, now I gotta put it back together. Carefully. I don't have any canned air here, so no air compressor either, so I can't blow it out. Oop. So now you can say you've seen some people do some shady stuff. I'm trying to make it right. This one was in here. Yeah, I was correct. It was a Torx bit. Torx T9. Alright. I'll take this. Set this back in where it belongs. Just out of curiosity, I'll look up this part number and see how much it is. Probably scary. Stupid scary how much this thing will cost. All right, I'm gonna head out to the truck with it. Okay, right now the only thing I have done was plug it in. It's sitting there. Now, trailer ABS, tractor ABS. Let's see if everything lights up, and it should go out. There we go. It hasn't, but that's good. Good and bad. Good that I know it still works. Bad because now I know I have to fix something. It says rear right. But we'll get into that again probably Sunday, as I said. I'm going to finish wrapping this up here. Yeah, it does suck it's having that ABS light on. But I'd rather have the light on and say, hey, look, you got to fix something, than leaving that electrical tape on and having something really, the ABS is nothing really catastrophic can go wrong with it, but it's better than D.O.T. looking at it and going, hey, your ABS light isn't functioning, you're out of service. Now, yeah, it's functioning, but it's illuminated. So we'll try to take care of that Sunday. I just decided I got thinking about it. Sunday, I wonder if I can't just pull that sensor out, clean it, and clean the tone ring, and then put it back in and see if that takes care of it. If it does, that'd be great. But I'll see you Sunday. Well, morning. It's Saturday. No video last night because I had a little bit of a situation. Okay.
I'm not sure if that'll stay in.
Yeah. Daughter was involved in an accident last night. 100% at fault in this accident. She did not hit another car, thankfully, but she was in the passing lane on the main turnpike. She came up in a construction zone and the passing lane ended. What she said happened, and those of you that know, it happens everywhere in the country or even in the world. She tried to slow down to merge over. The car paced her. She slowed down, they slowed down. She speed up, they sped up until she hit the barrels. That was a construction barrel that did that. But yeah, we're off to the party. It's like 8:30. I wanted to be up there at 8, but we were busy. I gotta grab the batteries for the GoPro and an outlet, so I'm gonna play around with the drone a little bit today. Morning, Sunday. And as you can tell behind me, over my head, we're down at the shop with the Pete for this right here, the ABS light. This is the code, and I was saying right rear, but when I punch it in, let's see here, indicates right front wheel speed sensor. So that's the tire over here. That would be this one right here. And this was the first one I put on the truck. This is that's the wheel seal I changed when I first got the truck. So I'm going to pull that tire off and take a look, see what we got. Because that is the only, I'm pressing down, trying to scroll through. That is the only code I got right now. And of course, lamp status, it says unavailable. So let me pull that tire off and then let's see what we find. Well, I can tell you right now, I haven't even jacked this tire up off the ground. The jack's still sitting there. I did find this. They spliced in a wheel sensor. But I'm gonna still pull this off. I want to check that sensor. I want to also, I'm probably gonna wind up chasing this wiring, see where it goes. I want to make sure there's nothing pinched or chafed through this. So I got 1, 2, 3 wire ties plus whatever is wherever this goes to plug in. Oh, it's right there. So yeah, no, I'm gonna check it and I'll get back to you. I got the tire and drum off. Trying to check that tone ring, but these brakes are in the way. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to pull the brakes off to get a better look at that tone ring. You see that little button right there? That's the ABS sensor. I'll try to highlight it here in the video, but that's the ABS sensor right there. I'm gonna take the brakes off, then really see what's going on. I didn't want to tear the brakes off, but I got no choice. It's gonna be one of those things. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I want to see everything. I got some brake clean. I got like 3 cans of brake clean here. I got the little air compressor right there. Just kicked out a little while ago there. So it's full of pressure. Try to blow as much of the dirt and dust out. Then I'll use the brake clean to flush it down. Try to see if it's just a tone ring. Like I said, I might redo this as well, because that's the end of the butt connector right there. They didn't put the shrink tube down here where it's supposed to be. So I might redo this. Cut the shielding back here, put basically 3 pieces on, one on each one of these, a big one over that, plus some wire loom to see if that's the issue. I mean, I might be able to get something done with it. I don't know. I think you got to go over 25 for the ABS to really kick in and read. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clean the tone ring, and I'm gonna put new connectors and heat shrink over this. Hopefully that fixes the issue. Another thing I noticed, it's gonna be hard for you to see, but this gap I think is way too much. I think that's way too much of a gap for that. It's supposed to be like, what they say, like less than like 1 millimeter different gap. I think that's too much. I might try to see if I can't tap it in a little bit more, because it looks like it's just pressed in right here. I don't think it's threaded. It could be threaded, I don't know, but I don't see no jam nut on it to hold it. But I'm going to adjust that. Tone ring is nice and clean now. I'll show you that. It wasn't all that dirty, but come on. Flashlight doesn't want to cooperate. The tone ring is pretty clean now. I use brake clean and compressed air to clean it. But yeah, I think part of the issue is that gap. So I'm going to try to see if I can't get it in a little bit closer. At least close the distance up in half. Yeah, I just checked the phone. ABS sensor clearance is supposed to be, they said, no more than 0.04 inches, so like 4/1000ths of an inch. And well, let me swap it around here so you can see that gap I closed up significantly. So what I'm gonna do, I don't think it's gonna be enough to fix the ABS up there, but I'm gonna turn the key on and I'm gonna spin this hub, try to see if it doesn't change and maybe knock the light out. I don't know. We'll see. As I said, I don't think it's gonna happen until I get it out on the road and drive it, get it up to like, I think it's like 25 mile an hour. I could be wrong on that, but I know I have to get it up to a certain speed on some of these before it actually will say, okay, yeah, the issue's fixed. Now, as far as this, I'm still gonna fix it. Well, I'm right here. But I'm hoping just like this right here will take care of a lot of it. So, all right, I'm gonna go around here, turn the key on, and spin that hub and see if that doesn't take care of it. Yeah, ABS light is still on, so I didn't think I got it spun up fast enough, or it could be, needs to be on for a duration, do it for a duration more. But yeah, that's, so far. I'm gonna put the brakes back on. Actually, I'm gonna fix that connection. I wanna check this side too, make sure. You've seen what I've gone through for the wiring on this, on some of these issues. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this. I'm not gonna, oh, let's just do this and then try this later. I'm right here, I've got it tore apart. I've got easy access in here. And then we'll see what it looks like once I replace those. Looky what I found. Feeler gauges. So I took a 0.26 and a 0.026 and a 0.014 to make a 0.4 gap. So I slid that in and adjusted it, and I got to put this back where I found it so I don't lose it. Now, where did I put it? Pull it from right here. Yeah. Ah. So I set the gap. Now it's at a 0.04 gap. And this is what it looks like. It is significantly less than what it was before. But that's what the gap is supposed to look like. Where's his lens? Right there. So, fix the wiring now. I'm gonna make sure everything on this is taken care of before I do any more. Now that I just remembered, in the clip about the accident with my daughter, it was my wife's car. I explained that she's 100% at fault. She was in the left lane on the main turnpike coming into a construction zone. The car beside her just decided to, as I said in that clip, paced her. She speed up, he'd speed. That car, I say he, she, it, they would speed up. She slowed down, they would slow down. They didn't do nothing until she basically hit a construction barrel. And as I said, I think I said, she's fine. She just shook up a little bit. I mean, 17 years old. It was the 1-year anniversary of getting her driver's license too. That's why her and her friends made a little get together to go down to Old Orchard Beach for the day. But, oh well. She's fine. Cars were damages. As long as she's fine, I don't care. She's not hurt. None of the 3 girls are hurt. Just shook up. They're fine. I do appreciate everybody's concern about it though. But yeah, oil change. She's gonna be due by the end of the week. So all I gotta do, I'll do the grease job today. So come over the next weekend, just dump the oil, change filters, fill it with oil, and we'll be good. That's my hopes. But I'm gonna get the other tire on, go from there, check the brakes, make sure they're all adjusted up tight, good and tight. Because I said, this week is brake week. And if you're driving a truck, make sure your washer fluid tank is over half full. Half is here for me. I'm right there. I'll probably clean the glass, everything else. Oh yeah, by the way, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, I guess. We'll see what happens for tomorrow. Of course, I'm going around checking tire pressures now. Yeah, far as with DOT inspections, especially where they're going to be hard on trucks this week, because as I said, it's brake week, so that means it's creeper inspections. They're going to crawl underneath the truck, check your brakes, check your tire pressure, check your tire depth. Oh, speaking of tire tread depth, these tires here, like this flat spot, I checked it. It is legal depth. It's unusual tire wear, but it is legal depth. You're allowed down to 2/32 of tread. These are down at, I think the lowest one was 5. But they're between 5 to 7/32 depth for tread depth. So I am legal on those, so I don't have to worry about that. The only thing I'm kind of concerned on is that ABS light. But we'll find out how that goes after I get the tire pressures. These are all done. The tire pressures, tires, valve stem caps. Check your tires. If you do not have these caps, get them and get them on. Because I believe, the last I heard, it was $25 for each valve stem cap you're missing. And I was missing 10 of them. Yeah. The drives, both drives, and the pusher axle, all missing the valve stem caps. Not no more. I went and bought, of course, it comes in a pack of 4, so I bought 12. I'm gonna have 2 extra. I'm gonna leave those here for in case you need them on the other trucks. So yeah, I'm doing what I can. These things are not cheap to run, not cheap to maintain. It's time consuming. But as a lot of you know, I try to do a lot of my own maintenance to save myself money. I'm gonna finish checking all the tires. They're down to 80. That one was down to 80 PSI. They all need to be up to at 100. So I'm giving that little compressor over there a workout. Because I think I had 2 on that side that were 80. So we're gonna get everything up to where it needs to be. Speaking of up to where it needs to be, I gotta fix this. This elbow dropped. So I gotta loosen up the clamp, shove the elbow up in, and tighten up the clamp again. Well, it's all together. Tires are all brought up to 100 PSI, 95 to 100. Brakes are adjusted. Exhaust has been The lower clamps have been retightened. Tight as I dare go, because any tighter I could possibly snap the bolts. I got the vacuum out. I've been vacuuming the inside of the cab out, trying to clean that up. Popping in and out of the truck there at the pit, dragging sand in and out. Okay, we're back to the house. And everything I did, guess what? Did not take care of the ABS light. It could be, yes, I did fix it. And sometimes it might take a cycle, several cycles of starting the truck, shutting it down before it actually reset itself. I don't know. But yeah, let's call it a day. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.